Hey Jack, by the one, I had the stupidest brain fart moment today.
All right, really?
Yeah, so I was doing a routine, uh, er, er, not too long ago as we're recording this,
Mm-hmm.
and I was in my car listening to my music. I felt kind of in the punk rock mood, so I put on some Ramones,
Mm-hmm.
and I put on their song entitled "Teenage Lobotomy." Teenage Lobotomy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, now, actually, let me rephrase that. The song "Teenage Lobotomy" come up. I'm not too familiar with the Ramones, so I was like, okay, let me hear this song. So the song comes up, and I'm listening,
Mm-hmm.
grooving, and I unknowingly press the source button on my car to
Mm-hmm.
change the audio sources,
Yeah.
and so without paying attention, in my mind, it went from a punk rock song to all of a sudden a political discussion about Israel. And I was listening, I'm like, this is a weird song. No, like legit, I was like looking at the song, looking at the title of the song, I was like, this is pretty avant-garde for the Ramones just to put a random political discussion after like 30 seconds of a song. And so I'm listening intently like this is actually the song until finally I looked up and I saw that my audio source has been changed, and then I saw that the song finished. I'm like, oh, so like for a good minute, I was just listening to this random discussion about Israel.
hey, those discussions, ooh, they're good.
And with that, everyone, welcome to episode 15 of the Hack Jack Show. I am your ever forgetful as an ever lovable hack.
And I am still tilted Jack.
That's his secret, ladies and gentlemen. He's always tilted.
Speaking of which, Jimmy just gives you. I also had a brain fart on one of my games. I I was in the middle of the jungle. I was trying to pass my way to the dragon area, and because I heard one of my teammates say, "Hey, I'm gonna get the dragon by myself. Like I'm gonna do it," and I don't see him near the dragon, so I was going there. I was just going there to help him along. I go there. I don't see a dragon. I tab so I can see the information. I look up at the timer. It's still ticking, like saying respawning in 4 minutes, something like that. And I'm here like, guys, dragon's not here. And I'm here like thinking to myself, is this some glitch? Can I not see the dragon? I'm like, guys, can you see the dragon? I don't see it. And they start laughing at me. I'm like, whoa, what's wrong? Like, maybe this is why. And he just like highlights respawning in 2 minutes. Like, oh, oh.
and and I just want to point out this guy. Yes, I spent a lot of time with League, so this is truly a brain fart
So
moment
I'm
for
just like,
Jack.
I just blame the champion. I'm like, man, it's because I'm playing this champion. I'm just losing IQ points just because I'm playing this champion.
Sure it was. Well, at least we both have brain fart. That's probably the reason why you lost your game. Yeah,
No, that game
you're
I
so,
won, surprisingly.
well, well, there you go. So, uh, f- folks, for today's episode, we're gonna be doing something a bit, actually not a bit, a lot different from what we've been doing so far, and that instead of going through a whole gourmet of dishes of topics for each episode we've done so far, we th- we believe Jack and I believe that we should, you know what, cut the filler, be a decent anime, and just go for plot. Just, I mean, think about it. The best animes out there are ones with little to no filler.
Yep.
Think think about it. And so, And so to respect you, the audience, and to give you what you guys came for when you click this video, no other off topics. We can probably go on tangents if it's funny, but we're gonna go straight to what we're gonna talk about today. And for today, we are talking about Riot Games and the fact that finally, their name actually means something, and they're gonna actually have other games,
Yep. So,
which is something that has perplexed and just it bothered Jack ever since high school.
oh yeah, definitely. I always wondered to myself, why do they call themselves Riot Games? They only have one game, and that's about it.
And one could argue that's not even their game technically.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
but but the news comes today that Riot Games have officially teased, more say, teased two new games during their 10th
Oh,
anniversary stream. Correct? It was a stream.
let me take the reins on this one because it's a little bit more than that.
Oh, okay.
All right,
All right, I just got the basics. Go ahead, Jack.
all right. So, for those of you that don't know the special occasion, so right now, Riot Games is celebrating their 10th anniversary with League. It's been 10 years, Hack. 10 years since I've been playing this game. You know what? Let
Do
me.
you feel old now?
I know. And like,
Ripe age of 29.
you want to know how much I spent on this game, by the way?
Now, okay, so I remember the previous number you gave me, but that was like 2015. Let me ask you this: have you spent more since then?
Maybe.
Okay, I'm going to guess $775.29.
Let's see. Show me the money. That's what I literally had to click on.
Show me the money. Come on. Am I in the ballpark? Come on.
Nine hundred
The
and
price is.
fifty.
Oh dang! I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Oh God.
Don't give me the benefit of the doubt. Damn, I gotta make that even now. I gotta make that like a even thousand. All right, going back into league. But yeah, that's how much I spent. So how much I spent throughout the years. That's not all in one sitting. Anyways, so right now they released a bunch of teasers for many games and a new champion that's coming out. So let me give you Hack some story building. So the game itself has been getting pretty popular with its story now. Well, or in the sense of like it's been pushing for story. Remember how we talked before about how they're partnered up with Marvel to make stories for two characters?
Yes, indeed. I remember.
All right. So, well, a lot of the story building is now coming together for this next champion. It's gonna be a character that no one in the league community thought was gonna come back because she was just a like a plot point for one of the champions. But now she's not a plot point for the champion, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that champion. But yeah, there's gonna be a new champion out there. Her name is Senna. It's Lucian's wife. After 10 years, he finally has his wife back, and people could stop memeing on Lucian. Now for the bigger parts. Guess how many games they're coming out with?
Now, is that a question for the audience or for me?
Both of you.
Okay. What do you think, audience? Oh no, ain't Dora here. So I'm guessing it's not just the two. There's just the two that we both know. Is there actually more to this than just the two?
There is more.
Okay then. So I'm gonna guessing they unveiled three games.
Well, you're partially correct. They unveiled three games for the mobile phone right now that you can actually pre-register. You can pre-register for the League of Legends mobile, which is also going to be on the consoles. League of Legends will finally be on consoles.
That's gonna be weird to control.
Yeah. Oh no. If you For people out there that have played Mobile Legends, looks, it feels just like that. Actually, it feels just like that.
So so I don't want to get too distracted by this, but just answer me this real quick.
Hmm.
Would moving your okay, so I can imagine a mobile phone moving your character would be just tapping on the actual map.
No, no.
No?
When it
Okay,
comes
so
to
then
these things, when it comes to Mobile Legends and I think Honor of Kings, they both do this. It's kind of like thumbstick control. You move the character with a thumbstick, virtual thumbstick if you're a mobile phone.
oh, so like so somewhat traditionally.
Yeah, you have the thumbstick of your phone. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be camera locked, so it's gonna always follow your character. And on your right hand, you'll be pressing the buttons for either to do a base auto attack, like a basic attack, or there's gonna be tiny circles around that big circle. That's your skills. And in the middle is gonna have your special summoner things like flashing, or teleporting, healing, igniting, things like that.
Oh, so it's good. So pretty much it's kind of like the dungeon crawler type of game, type of controls.
No, it's still League of Legends. It's still League of
All right
Legends.
then. I guess I'll have to know if I give it a shot. But continue on. So leaks coming on consoles. Do you know which consoles so far?
So far, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on the Switch as well. And it'll
I
be
would be laughing if
amazing.
it wasn't on the Switch.
It'll be amazing if we have cross-platform.
Well, as you recall earlier story, if they put it on PS4, they have no excuse now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. They get to grow their audience a bit more. All
Mm-hmm.
right, what else?
All right. So their second game that's coming out on that's already pre-registered. They're making a card game,
Oh no.
an actual trading card game,
Oh no.
and they specified in this throughout the whole live stream that it won't be pay to win at all.
Liar.
No, because I know how this type of mechanic works. So
Oh, okay.
what they're going to be doing is that whatever specific cards you want, you can make them, or you can buy them separately, of course, with actual money, or with in-game currency. And to stop people from actually spending too much money just to pay to win, they actually limit you per week how much you can spend.
So it's in essence they give you an allowance to spend on per week.
Yes, and also you
Huh.
technically will only have to buy one of each card that you want by technicality. So
So it's not the traditional buy a pack and be lucky, I guess.
no, I think there's still packs in there. Here's the way how it works. So I'm assuming once when you play through the game, you do some quests, you level up your profile level and stuff like that. You'll get things called wild cards. They'll go from a common wild card to uncommon to a legendary or mythic, however they're going to call it. The different varieties of common wild cards it'll be different for each. So let's say you have a very common card that everyone always usually gets, but for some reason you're just unlucky to get it. You can get that wild card and it'll exactly copy that card you have. It uses up the wild card and pretty much you're getting a duplicate. Because you know how card games are. There are some cards or decks that need a duplicate amount of the same card.
I'm getting it.
And this
Huh.
is actually something that Magic the Gathering does. It does pretty well. Like I think they're taking a lot of the ideas, or at least from the pack, like getting the packs and stuff from Magic the Gathering. It does have a Hearthstone vibe with the actual gameplay, but the card system, the way you get more cards, the way you can easily get card packs, it feels a lot like Magic the Gathering, the arena, because in that game you can literally every quest is like 750 gold to complete, and it's something as simple as cast a spell, and you get that. And you only need 1,000 gold to get a pack. It's very easy to get packs in Magic the Gathering Arena. I think it's going to be the same way with Legends of Runeterra, as they're going to call it.
Well, at least they're doing a proper first step and not and trying to kind of ease, I guess, more traditional card players, or they're trying to get more of the Hearthstone crowd into this game. What do you think?
I think they're kind of pulling on Blizzard's foot right here throughout. Like it was well timed. I mean, of course, it's probably coincidence, but it's so well timed because I have other games I need to talk to you about that are similar. All right, so let's go to the third game that's going to be on the pre-registered on the Google Play, probably on iPhone as well. TFT or Teamfight Tactics, which is auto chess. You've already heard me talk about auto chess and stuff.
And I still don't quite understand what you mean, but nonetheless, it exists.
You pretty much build a team. You have to get the same. Yeah, pretty much once when you build your team or however you want to build your team, each character may buff each other up by either their tribes, classes, and to make your individual character stronger, you'll need duplicates of that character to level it up. And you fight till you're the last man standing. So yeah, again, you just have to play it to understand it a little bit more.
Most
Giving
likely,
you a
yes.
synopsis just so I don't spend too much time.
Yeah, yeah. So far, all these games so far, as much as I'm trying to understand them, but I'm a dum dum, when it comes to like very nerdy type of
Oh,
games,
as if
like
you're not a
card
nerd.
games and strategy games. Like a lot of it tends to go over my head. I'm just kind of like, yeah, I totally get it. I understand completely. So yeah.
the
So
I tried my best. I tried my best.
don't blame yourself. Just blame me.
But yeah, those are the three games you can actually pre-register right now on the Google Play and possibly I think also in the Apple Store. So go ahead and pre-register those because one day soon, they're gonna put out the betas because I heard they said that they already put out the betas for in some countries, so it might be soon. So there's three
Cool.
games already. Now we already heard. Let's talk about this one, you and me. Fighting game.
Yes. Now here's my cup of tea. Here we go.
This is code name Project L.
Projecto L.
I don't know why it wasn't Project F because there's another one called Project F, but I think this one should have been called Project F just for F for fighting. But anyways,
I think they called it Project L because it was the, let's see, probably like 12th or 11th project they had. Assuming they just named their projects in order of the alphabet. Like, go on.
anyways, with Riot Games Project L, first of all, do you know where the engine and the game itself came from, or like who's making the game? Better yet.
Actually I do. Actually I do. So the game will be what is being developed by a studio called Radiant Entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
which and one of the co-founders and their co-founders, Tom and Tony Cannon, I believe they're in either the directors or main. Well, regardless, those two gentlemen are in charge of making this Riot fighting game, and they were responsible for working on their previous project called Rising Thunder, which was a free to play fighting game that I think closed. I think or at least it was closed down after Riot purchased them. But I have seen footage of Rising Thunder, and I actually thought it was a pretty neat idea for a free to play fighter.
Mm-hmm. And,
Pretty much, and I'm assuming this is how Lee is gonna do it. Sorry, Riot Games is gonna how they wanted to do it is that is this for traditional fighting games. If you were to do any sort of special move, you have to do a special command with uh the either the stick or D-pad plus a button. As has always been since Street Fighter 2. But what Rise of Thunder did was pretty much they cut out that part to where for Rising Thunder, I'm sorry, not Riot Games, I'm sorry, Radiant Entertainment. What they did was for their project Rising Thunder, they they took out that and made it so that s- where where it was just one button to do special moves, but in order to compensate it to not be like super spammable or something that's like can be easily broken, there were given
what was the
uh
cooldown?
set cooldowns. Thank you. I always forget what words those that term. They give set cooldowns, so you still get your basic fighting game of the 2D camera of the player on the right fighting the player on the left, except this time is more accessible for people where you don't have to memorize all a bunch of weird movements, and all it is just uh, timing of when to use your special moves on your opponent and when not to.
Mm-hmm. But looking at like it's very very small the clip because for as bad of a leak, like as bad of a secret this is supposed to be, because this was a leak for a long time, and people are just kind of wondering when it was coming out. They have been pretty well at hiding the gameplay itself, and so far only the most interesting gameplay I've seen is actually hack. You can look with me. I put up a new link. It's the very first one you see on our Discord. Click on that and go directly to minute 2:35. Just tell me whenever you're there.
Can can you repeat me the time the time again?
2 minutes
Minute
and
what?
35 seconds.
All right, and I am there now.
All right, now just press play for that little bit.
Yep, watching it right now. Okay.
It
Oh
is,
wow, it was just that. Okay, hold on. I gotta go rewind this again.
yeah,
I
exactly.
didn't know it was that brief.
I'm telling you, it was brief.
Okay. All right, I'm looking at it again. Okay, so regular league and okay, here we go. Now we're transitioning to the actual fighting. Okay, so just from like 3 seconds of footage.
Pretty much. I mean, there's other gameplay, quote unquote, when you look at the live stream, but it's very, very small. You can barely see it. But I'm just not sure how they're exactly going to be putting this cooldown method, since some of the characters do very interesting things.
I uh well actually no, expand on that. What do you mean by that?
Well, one of the characters, Jinx, she pretty much in one of the live stream clips, we see like the camera hovering over this one dude that's actually animating or helping out with the coding and stuff. You see Jinx, she gets out her Gatling gun, smacks the person in the air with her Gatling gun, and then proceeds to shoot them in midair, juggling them with the with her machine gun. And meanwhile, yeah, another clip, another character named Katarina, she just kind of like teleports around fairly quickly, in my opinion. So I'm not sure how the cooldowns will work. It's too early to see what they're going to be doing, how the mechanics are going to be, really.
What I'm what I'm more interested to knowing is what type of 2D fighting game is going to be. That's what I'm more interested in. Because as far as trying to implement character, how they implement characters' moves,
Hmm.
it's just honestly kind of too early to tell, especially based on your the examples you given.
Uh-huh.
It's too early to tell, and we don't really know how they're used in gameplay without actually seeing proper gameplay. What I'm more interested in is it's gonna be how is it gonna feel? Cause
Yeah. Well,
I wonder if it's gonna be more traditional Street Fighter type movement. Are we gonna get more the another realm type of movement, or are we gonna do something like zany in like into uh the hyper fighting games like Marvel vs. Capcom or Skullgirls?
that is true. Like the pacing and everything. I know for a fact that, well, this could be a hint of how the blocking system works. Because whenever in one of, I need to find the clip again. There was a guy literally going through 3 seconds of clip, and he's like, he sees that that one of the characters blocked, but the character turns blue. It could be because maybe the, like, it was like not even a blue as in like the model turned blue. It was a blue effect, and maybe he was thinking that maybe it could be like a perfect block system, or maybe a just block system, something.
Or a parry system?
Ooh, a parry system. That'll be awesome.
Oh god, oh get
Street Fighter
dude.
3.
Oh, Street Fighter 3 comes back in the Project L. Oh, that'd be insane. I had a parry system. Golly, all if I call it if they have some sort of system like that for this game, and it gets just as obvious as much promotion, especially in the tourney scene and with Evo,
Hmm.
I can see potentially this game gain as hype. Uh, no, actually, no, not gain as much, but probably gaining bigger hype than any of the uh than Street Fighter Five where it currently is. I can see that.
Oh my god,
Or
with
heck,
the amount
maybe.
of league players, probably.
But that's also my next question. Do you think there are gonna be a lot of league players willing to kind of migrate from a
A MOBA
uh
to a fighting
from
game.
MOBA to a fighting game?
Yes.
I know you can. I know
Well,
you
no,
can, but
like,
I don't know how many of you are out there in the
well,
world.
like here's the thing. There's been a cry for a fighting game with the. There's been like they've been wanting a fighting game. A lot of the majority want a fighting game. Your better question would be, how many of those of that percentage wants to play it competitively? That,
That's a legit. That's a legit. You know what? That's a better. Yeah, you're right. That's a better question.
like, I can see your first question, but the better question is how many of them want to play it competitively? And because everyone wants to play as their favorite champion, juggling another one just because out of pure hatred for that other champion, or doing some special ultra move just to like end them off or something like that. Oh, which they might have an ultra system of some sort.
It would be weird if they didn't. I mean, it's pretty much a common thing just to have like your big finishing move in every fighting game.
And just imagine, I'm just imagining Darius with the guillotine, like the Noxian guillotine attack. He pretty much dunks on them by uh, jumping up with his great axe and then slamming it down, like right in the middle of the person.
You know. Oh, as well. You know what's something I'll also be excited to see, but more in the just me just enjoying the show. More and seeing of who makes the roster and who doesn't make the roster.
But yeah,
Because obviously they're not gonna put every single champion in this game. That's obviously not. And they're gonna put in the more popular ones. That's a given.
oh yeah, that's
So my
that's a pretty much given.
so I wanting to see like who they're gonna put in that's gonna either A make no sense but yet make it work. B makes everyone go makes like the League of Legends fans go why or see the one's like that's a genuine yeah I never thought of that. I
Teemo.
want to see I want to see
We're
that.
gonna have Teemo in the fighting game. It's gonna be the equivalent of Yoda.
Oh god.
Because Teemo's a Yordle, so they're pretty much like small animal hybrid people.
Hitbox, what's that?
And plus, he can blind and poison.
Oh, that's love. That's
Yeah,
lovely.
yeah, you can tell how lovely he is. But hey, if they
So
put Jinx, of all people, like a person with a literal machine gun as their main weapon, the possibilities are endless, really.
yeah, and if you look at it, I'll say this:
Hmm.
if Guilty Gear can add a character who uses his bed to fight you,
I forgot about that one.
anything is possible. And I'll guess a step further. If Pokken Tournament added the frickin' Chandelier Pokemon in a Pokemon fighting game, the Chandelier, anything is possible.
Yep. So I'm really excited for this. If I have to pay for it, I'll gladly pay for it.
I'm actually getting excited for this for this as well. Uh, but we'll see how the actual gameplay is, because that's gonna be the make or break.
Mm.
All right. Anything else before we move on? Because I can talk about this forever.
Oh no, let's move on. We have a lot more games to cover.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so our next game, which is actually coincidentally the next clip after that little 3 second fight scene. This is Project F, and again, it's only 3 second clip of it. Click on it and see what happens. So basically, in this game, it's actually going to be a dungeon crawler, at least from what it looks like. There hasn't been much information on it. Yes, there's actually a little bit more of an extended clip of what's happening here, but so far from what I've shown HAC, it's only like 3 seconds of Blitzcrank smacking the ground.
Yeah, I saw that. Again, actually, because of the colors, I'm actually getting a more of a Skylanders vibe.
Don't say that word. Don't say that. I don't want to have to collect Amiibo S.
Riot's breaking back toys for games, people. No, no, I just meant the colors. That's
Bringing
all. I'm
back the
not talking about.
Amiibos. Let's get this Blitzcrank Amiibo.
Oh, just a little small tangent.
Mm-hmm.
It's I just got how funny it was for a brief moment. I was so interested in getting the amiibos, particularly like ones of Bayonetta and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Not too long later, I just lost all interest in getting any amiibos at all. Not because I couldn't find them. It's just like, oh look, there they are. Okay. Just wanted to tell people that. All right, so it's a dungeon. Well, what can we tell from a 3 second clip? We gotta do a play by play here. It looks like a dungeon crawling game. Is it still within League of Legends, or is this a new IP?
No, it's still within League of Legends, so it's all about League of Legends and how like I don't really know the story, but from the looks of this, it looks like it's in Ionia. I don't know why Blitzcrank is in an Ionia, and I don't know why Lux and Ezreal are there too, but it's a dungeon crawler, so it might be something as simple as they're going around the world to like I don't know level up or something.
So that'll be something fun to play. I actually do like actually not actually I love to play more dungeon crawlers, but all the ones I've always seen are either A, have a weird gimmick to them,
Mm-hmm.
or B, Diablo 3.
Yeah. So
So hope
like
yeah,
actually,
so it'd be nice just to have something to have this make a good co-op.
funny that you mentioned Diablo 3 because some people have been hinting because there has always been this rumor of League is going to get their MMO. Imagine that League of Legends is an MMO. It's doable. It's gonna be hard because everyone wants to play as the champion, not as some random person. But
And imagine all the continuity they gotta do with the lore.
oh yeah, but I can see this as a. I could see the whole dungeon crawler being more of their MMO because Diablo 3 does it. The Diablo series has done it. You can just hop into a group, whatever class you're playing as, do the quest, do the mission, or just actually literally just be in the dungeon for whatever reason you want. Farming. But this is their their second look-alike game right now, currently. First is the Hearthstone thing with their trading card game. Now it's their dungeon. Now it's a dungeon crawler. Let's move on to from what I can right now think of our last game, and this last game is at 249 hack. If you could go there.
Go in there right now.
All right.
There we go.
So
Ah, okay. Hey, this. Why we're talking about Team Fortress 2, man? That's no. That's not. I don't care about that game.
no, it's not Team Fortress 2.
I know. I know.
It's
Just joshing you. It looks like it though.
new. It actually looks and feels more like a combination of first of all the way how quickly these characters died and the being wrecked pretty much. One of the it feels like CS:GO where headshots are instant kills, body shots are possibly uh like seconds before you die. I this guy the person who's been the person who's playing this game right now from the clip is too good. I can't tell how fast he's killing them because he's always getting headshots. But then they have actual like little abilities. Each of these characters have abilities, and there is a whole clip of where I could see, or I can probably show you later on, Hack, maybe after the whole podcast, where there is one character that can make walls and revive teammates. Another character that can pretty much make obstacles to stop people, and then after that, once when the obstacle moves, they can literally just do whatever they want from there. And then another one that just like swipes around like Genji, just like dashes around. The person literally jumps in the air, floating there with a bunch of knives, and then starts shooting at them, shooting the knives out like like bullets.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
this this okay. So from what I understand, this is so for what you're trying to describe here. If it sounds like it's gonna be a FPS, a competitive FPS
Mm-hmm.
with kind of like the accuracy and speed of CS:GO,
Mm-hmm.
but with the hero mechanics that Overwatch popularized.
Yeah. And again, I'm not
I
sure if
can see
it's
it
like
working.
100% CS:GO. People can argue whatever, but that's the first game that comes to mind when it comes to like how it looks like they've been like hip firing. Sometimes they do aim down sights, but that's the first thing that pops into my mind. So it's an FPS with hero mechanics, and people die quickly.
Well, all they need to sell me is they need to sell me is the, the impact of the shotgun. If I get no impact from that shotgun,
Well,
no sell.
question: do you mean impact by damage or impact by sound? Because I'll judge you by that.
Sound. It needs to feel good when I shoot the thing.
All right, you passed. You passed.
Hey, Doom spoiled me, man. Doom spoiled me. I
But
can't go
at the
back.
same time, I do like the pathetic sounds of some shotguns. Like the in Rainbow Six, there's a shotgun that I like to nickname as a sausage. It's the SAS. cheese
Why is it called a sausage?
because I like to say I like to call it a sausage. But
Okay.
like if you put a silencer on that shotgun, it just sounds like
And also, that's kind of an oxymoron right there. Help me put the silencer on my shotgun.
yeah, it just like does a little weird and that's it compared to an actual like shotgun sound.
Oh, and another thing that just kind of popped in my head. I think
Hmm.
one thing for this game, which I'm actually looking at gaming footage right now,
Hmm.
and one thing that this that Riot would need to do in order to make this game successful is to do something that other previous attempts at this genre from other companies have failed to, and is to actually have interesting character design.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Because
I mean, you look at CS:GO and you do not think of CS:GO as interesting character design.
I well, you're right. You're right at that. Although I think they're not trying to. I think they're not trying to get that. That's not. What's that? Actually, I don't.
I think I'm understanding what you're meaning. Since this is a hero mechanic based game, they're gonna want to have these characters to be unique to each other and to the rest of the people from other games.
Words right out of my mouth. I swear all those uhs and does were that.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm translating for hack here. I know, I speak fluent uhs and
So, but so yeah, so yeah, that's one of the things that Riot needs to excel 100% if they even if they even want to be in be have a leg up over Overwatch.
I mean, I don't think that will be a problem. Have you seen the splash arts for many of their League of Legends characters?
I have, and sometimes I think to myself, that's a nice. Sometimes I think to myself, I was like, dang, that is just you don't deserve it. No. I was like, it's just it's very good. It's very good. And then when you go to the fan artists, the really good ones, it
Uh-huh.
just is better.
Yeah.
So I guess with that in mind, yeah, I feel more. I think they have that tightly sec slightly secured. At least it'll be better than Battleborn.
Oh, well, like speaking of which, about the whole. So a funny story happened. So this was when I was with my girlfriend before, and the funny thing is that she drew something and she shared it with me, and it was this like Birdman hybrid, but it was more man than bird. It just had like bird-like features, like feathers on the face and somewhere around like the body. The way he was dressed and like the way she described it to me was like a charming character, very flirty. I'm like, huh, reminds me a little bit of Rakan. Like, of who? So I showed her the picture, and gotta say, it's like very close to exactly what it was. And she's never played the game before. She's never even heard about the character or even seen videos of League because she doesn't care about the game. So it was kind of funny how she thought of something. She's like, "I'm proud of this," and I accidentally ruined it by her to her by saying, "Looks like this character," and it's like a 90% identical match.
Eh, those those are that's the life of an artist. You think you got an original idea until sudden you realize that some Chinese person did it 2 years ago. Well, like spell that name again? I'm actually quite interested to
R
see this
A
Raycon.
K A N.
Rakan.
Like the features,
Okay, this is different from what I pictured in my head.
I know, but like the features were exactly the same. The even like the feather ear things.
I'm looking at freaking Bird Dracula over here. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting vibes from.
But yeah.
I
Oh, you
I
should.
was I was hoping for more of a T-Zoc look. You know T-Zoc?
No.
It's Tiza K.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, yeah.
You should see
You
a Star
can't really
Guardian.
get the.
The Star Guardian Recon. I like that one
Oh
though.
well. So there is so though it gets. Oh wait, the legs are weird though. Well, it's a bird, so what you gonna do?
It's a
He's a
bird,
bir-
man.
he's he's Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
You know.
Uh,
A little tangent here. Even going more.
mm-hmm.
Little fun fact. Okay, so these characters, their race is called the Vastaya, and
Vastaya.
they there's another character named Nico, and she is a Vastara Shirei. She is actually the ancestor of, well, like she's the original Vastaya. Like if Vastaya themselves are pretty much mixed race. They're mutts compared to Vastaya Shirei.
Okay, and there's Nico. So pretty much she's a ancestor. I'm assuming she's an ancestor of Rakan.
Well, she's an ancestor in
Oh,
the sense of blood and like lineage, I guess. But they're still in the
oh,
same
but not
timeline.
like but not direct family.
Yeah, they're still in the same exact timeline. It's just that Vastaya Shirei are they're pretty much their start.
I see.
So are you seeing right now Nico online? Check it out.
I is that spelled Nico?
Neeko.
Okay, Neeko. Because I swear when I heard that I was like, I swear to God, this better not be a freaking uh, what is it idol thing again?
Oh yeah, no, don't remind me.
It better not be that. God dang those eyes.
Yeah, I mean she is supposed to be more like, as you can see from her, she's more towards the
Colorful,
animal
number
side.
one.
She's more towards the animal side.
There's a image of looking at. She's like she's staring into my soul.
Now here's one thing I
But
wonder. So Messiah came out from Ionians, or like people that traveled to Ionia, saw Messiah Shirei and went like, I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna do it. So imagine looking at Nico and just being like, I'm gonna do it.
and they did, and they did it. I'm pretty sure that is, you can find it in some weird LOL fan fiction. I'm sure you can.
By the way,
Hmm.
uh, Nico's age, for some people that are wondering why I even said something about Nico being that like certain thing or doing something like that, and how she's a child. She is not a child.
Here we
So
go.
it says
Here we
here,
go.
Nico's a few hundred years old, but her maturity is that of someone in her late teens or early 20s. So her mentality is actually in late teens or early 20s.
CV sir, I like to have a seat right over there, please, with the cookies.
Nah,
I
I politely refuse. But yeah, she's not a 15-year-old. She's probably like some ditz that's like 19.
She's probably 15-year-old in the Japanese version of the game.
Japanese? This is not a Japanese This is not a Japanese company.
I'm making a joke.
This is a
I'm
Chinese
making a
company.
joke.
So I'm not sure how their whole thing is. Speaking of which, her,
No, they want to do anything like
you know
that.
what's
They'll
weird
probably
about
just
her whole thing? She is up.
what's weird about
She
Nico?
apparently likes to talk about tomatoes. Or
Who
maybe she
doesn't?
is.
Look at the
She's
Italians.
like, Nico is not a sad tomato. Nico is a strong tomato. Reference the song Crush with Eyeliner. Huh, okay.
They want to make her character quirky. Why not?
Strong tomato.
St- you said strong or strunk?
Strong.
Hmm. Strong tomato. Or now I'm just thinking of Kronk. Dang it.
Alright.
All right, I think we got this time. Just we got deep into this league lore far enough. Any more comments on
No.
this unnamed shooting game?
Nope. It's a project. I think it was Project
A.
A.
Yeah, it's Project A. A for Afert.
A first.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into something that you probably are surprised of.
Surprise me.
Alright, this is not a game that they're making. They are making an animated series on their on the lore of two characters.
And they are.
Okay, sorry. I was like hoping you would be a little bit more surprised, but dang it, I guess that didn't surprise you enough.
You know what? I would admit I thought it was gonna be. I actually read the news of the animated series, but I just wasn't too interested in it because I'm not deep into the lore like you.
Well, either way, it's an animated series. So, anyways,
All right then.
it's it's about these two characters of Jinx and Vi, but from the looks of it, I guess from when they're growing up, from like being children to where they're at now, and it kind of like I don't know, it looks interesting. I mean, you'll be able to see a lot of the how these certain cities worked and how they're treated in these cities because like I think so it's gonna be a little bit of Piltover, which is think of a steampunkish type of city,
Yeah, I'm seeing it right now.
and then there is oh yeah, if you want to see the actual full thing, it's up there on it's the second link above us.
Yep, I'll do that right now because it just ended on me. And no, I don't want to. Now it's into Mortal Kombat thing. No, no.
Yeah, just skip it to 20 seconds.
There we go. All right,
Oh wait, no.
20 seconds.
Skip it to a minute, plus a minute.
All right. Okay, right. All right. I'm right there. Wait. Okay, I'm there. Go on ahead.
All right, so the first city you see is somewhat that looks like Piltover, and yeah, from the looks of it, it looks a little bit more like Piltover. And then the second city that you're seeing, which is underneath it, if I'm correct, it's underneath Piltover. It's called Zon. The city itself is called Zon, and there is a big reason why these these kind of what are they called? The British police. What are they called? They had a funny name to them. HAC, remind me.
British police?
Yeah.
I thought they're always just called the police.
No, no. There was a specific one that was like a specific like
It's like a slang word.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just gonna call yeah the constables. I know that it's not a slang word, but it's always whenever I think of British police, I think of constables for some reason. But
That is a weird reason.
shut up. But anyways, these constables they wear these masks because inside Dawn, the air itself is very polluted. So like, and a lot of these people have to live there like that, and it will probably answer the question of why Jinx became crazy and why Vi got to her certain situation, which she became part of the police force of Piltover.
I'm rewatching the trailer as I'm listening,
Mhm.
and to give credit when credit is due, it's I thought it might have been like some sort of 2D animation 2D animation.
Mhm.
That's not the case. It's full like we're t Riot must have a lot of capital just to make something that's like right up there with Pixar,
I mean,
or at the very least DreamWorks.
seriously, they are making so many things at one time. It is crazy.
So good effort here. So good effort. That and it's actually gonna be a series. So I'm hoping this that everything we're seeing is not just put into the first episode and then episodes later they just go down in quality. I hope that's not the case.
Uh,
They keep up the momentum throughout.
I hope it doesn't end up like this one company that I or this one what do you call it series I've been waiting on forever. You know what it is?
No, nothing comes to mind.
Urbance.
Oh, that's right, Urbans. Forgot. It's been so long since I heard that. Didn't they at least release like the pilot?
They
I thought.
only their pilot. That's it.
God dang,
Only their pilot. You know they made a like a card game too.
that was a crappy card game.
Like it's on Steam apparently. Let me check. Let me check this. I didn't know that. It's on Steam. Um, wow, that's a cheap card game. Without the sale, it's $5.
Wow.
There's only 5 reviews. Let's see. Not recommended. Recommended.
Oh,
Recommended. Recommended. Okay. Oh wait. Let's see. There's more reviews. All right. It's only okay. Only one not recommended. So what's the reason?
so,
Nah. It's just complaining about the game itself, which I could probably see.
so I thought they would at least have like, God dang.
Yeah.
Oh, like, do they at least show like, hey guys, we're still making an episode too. At least something like that.
Let's see. January 1st. Happy New Year. If you guys don't know what to do during your holidays, get the Urban's Clans card battle and try to be the king of the hill. Miss and
Now was this January 1st, 2019 or 2018?
19.
Ooh,
And it says here, oh, and they misspelled king with coin.
dang.
Oh, that's not good.
What happened?
Uh, I try to go into their website, which is urbancetv.com. This page might be temporarily down or has been moved permanently to a new address.
Ooh,
So they might be dead.
that is unfortunate.
They might be dead.
De-
Let me check their YouTube.
Dead. No, they can't be as dead as Imaji Studios. You know Imaji Studios?
I don't remember that thing.
Well, I'll let the audience know while you're searching that up. Pretty much, it was this small animation studio that made that CGI TMNT movie in Astro Boy.
Mm-hmm.
So they have one good thing going for them. The TMNT movie I personally enjoyed it, but due to some like pay shenanigans or something, I don't know, something behind the scenes going on with their financials, they ended up having to file for bankruptcy, and the only thing, so they pretty much have to close their studio down after making one but semi-successful movie and another one that kind of underperformed. So they were definitely were only in the bank, and but they were also they had a lot of high hopes because they were also they had plans to uh they had animation test where they're gonna pitch a CGI Zelda movie to Nintendo,
Hmm.
and you can actually look that up on YouTube. It looks, it's in their style, and it looks kind of interesting. Well, it's cool to see what they've done with that, but yeah, I think they just kind of flew too hard to to the moon and ended up in the sun.
From what I'm trying to see here,
What's going on with Urbans?
uh, I don't see the company anymore. I just see the person that made the producer. Let me see. Urbance News.
It's on Senators, folks. Just to preface y'all, as he's doing this, Jack he was very much interested in Urbans when he first saw it way back in high school, and I saw it too, and I definitely like the premise. Kind of reminded me of a Jet Set Radio a bit, and so Jack has been personally looking forward to be actually
Oof.
series, and there has actually been a pilot episode out, but besides the card game, which who knows how really good or bad that is, could be just mediocre. There hasn't been any major updates from the Urbans team.
All right. So since I am now looking at 2016, I am gonna safely say that the team is no more, and the guy literally just the director literally just kept it as something to put on his portfolio.
Yes, uh, I mean, it's a good portfolio piece. Give him that.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. It won many awards for only one pilot.
There you go. And what more can you ask for? But
I'm just wondering,
good.
like, uh, if you had so many awards and you had so many people helping you, especially like there was I forgot what happened, but some company funded them or something, and like, how can you not dish out a second episode?
You know what? I'll be. You should probably put like a Google alert for Urbans just to see like what other news stories come out because I can smell like it'd be kind of actually, you know what, Scratch, it'd be kind of cool to see if if either anyone or if anyone's like has had interviewed at least someone on the team and just see just asking what happened. That'll be neat to see.
Yeah, I mean, it was a somewhat interesting concept. I mean, like I say somewhat interesting because like I mean it's not everyone's cup of tea, but basically the whole if I can remember correctly, the whole premise was that the males and the females were separated because there was a virus that only activated because of like something about some chemicals in the brain that can only activate this virus through sex. And of course, it's that you don't see any for the most part, unless in the pilot episode you just see it once, but not actually see them doing the nasty like not seeing the drawn out.
It's
It's
implied.
implied, and they just like die as if they were rabid, just like frothing at the mouth and dead. And it had some good music too. That was kind of sad.
What a shame. What a shame. Well, I think we found. I think we just. All right, let's. I think we found on this rabbit hole a bit too too far. This because we bring it back to
Well, no,
League.
it's a good ending because that's all pretty much the what's coming out for League.
All right then. Oh, but
Mm-hmm.
I should have asked. Is there any schedule of when these animated series will possibly be out, or is it just say like coming soon? I don't think I saw any. I saw the
I'm
trailer
pretty
multiple
sure it's
times, but I
coming
don't think I
soon.
saw anything. Okay.
It's a coming
It's
soon.
it comes when it comes.
Yep.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to the closing of the podcast. We thank you for listening all the way through. And to close us up, as always, Jack, what is your music recommendation for the week?
All right. So my music recommendation for the week. By the way, have you had a chance to listen to Zombie?
I have
How
not
dare
been I've been juggling things, man.
you? How
Oh,
dare
you know what? You know what? I'll make it up to you. Hold on. I will make it up to you right now. So, getting my phone out. I'm gonna open my music app
you?
and type it in. Remind me, it was Zom Zombie by.
Bad Wolves.
Oh, look at. I kid you not, the second suggestion on the search engine.
Hey, nice,
All right, I'll listen to it before I go to sleep.
nice.
There you go. So, what's your recommendation for this week?
All right. So let me see. I'm thinking of. I've done a lot of electronic, so I want to do something a little bit more different.
Country.
Yep, it's gonna be. Oh God, what was that Billy Ray Cyrus song that everyone memes about?
Oh no, don't start that. No, want me to do with Little Nas? No.
Okay. Um, I want to put this one, but it's a little bit dark, so I'm gonna ignore that one, unless if you're okay with dark.
I mean, listen to Black Sabbath. What does that tell you?
All right, so this is from a rap group called. This is probably gonna get us off the algorithm, but oh well. It's this is a rap group called Suicide Boys, and the song I'm gonna pick. There's gonna be two songs that I'm gonna pick. This is from the album My Liver Will Handle What My Heart Can't. It's a mouthful, but yeah. And the song is Fold. So that's the first song, Fold. And the second song is Kill Yourself, Part 3.
I'm surprised that part, there's a three step part process for that.
Yeah.
But you know what? Based on just the titles alone, just going based on titles, it sounds like something that the another family member of mine would listen to. Maybe they'll like it.
Oh, no.
Is this one of those emo raps?
No.
Okay, then never mind. Never mind. They won't like it then.
No. It's a bit dark. Like, even more dark than emo rap. Emo rap is like empty threats. Yeah.
I figure just like emo rock.
Yeah, they're
But
empty threats. This is like they probably have done it or had problem issues with this. They probably had issues with depression. So yeah.
and from the sounds of it, it looks like something that the audience were trying to listen to themselves. You can't really say anything about it here.
All right, so it's just to say it's very explicit. I would not recommend this for anyone under the age of 15. 16 is kind of holding. It's kind of like reaching a bit, but yeah.
Hey, if you're a mature adult,
Yeah.
uh, go ahead and take a listen. Go ahead and take a listen to it. I want to sleep well tonight, so I will not be listening to it.
Yeah, it's not gonna give you nightmares, but it's gonna give you things to think about, like what is wrong with Jack? And there's nothing wrong with me. I like the rhythm
Yeah,
of
the
it.
real question is, what is wrong with hack? Why am I ever forgetful?
Why am I always tilted?
It's because you're 45 degrees off. Nailed it. All right. Uh, and with those music editions out of the way, repeat them again, Jack, so the audience will
All
know.
right, so this is from the album My Liver Will Handle What My Heart Can't, and it's by Suicide Boys. The two songs, Bold and Kill Yourself Part 3.
Thank you, Jack. And with that, we'll go on to let me ask Jack, what are you gonna be playing, watching, or possibly be reading till the next episode of the podcast?
All right, so I'm going to be. I'm a. I've been trying to give Stranger Things a try. I know it's like a lot of people. I'm pretty sure it's already at season 4. I think I don't know, but I'm gonna try it. And in the
You
meantime,
fall
I'm
into the peer pressure?
yeah. Plus, because of the whole thing of Dead by Daylight, it got me interested.
Ah, I see.
That was the mostly the thing that got me interested. And also, I'm gonna still wait on you for the next parts of JoJo. Still waiting on you.
What episode are you in now?
Let's see. I have been pretty slow on it now, so I am now in episode. Not as slow as I thought. 18.
Got oh crap. I've been slow.
Yes, you have been. What episode have you been at?
Oh, I've been on. I'm about to go on 11.
Hi, Dios mío.
Oh, hey man, I work a lot. I surprisingly work more hours than I'm needed. I'll say that.
Hey, you have full time now.
Yeah, as a part-time job, I can't complain. Can't complain. I can't complain when the paycheck comes in.
Yeah,
So
be grateful. I wish I had a stable paycheck. Being a substitute's not easy.
staple. I mean, I know a stable paycheck, but not a staple paycheck.
I'm gonna smack you.
Ah,
I'm gonna smack you.
and and with that, as for what I'm gonna be doing, this week, don't want to sound like a broken record. Comic reviews are going to happen. I got ill since the last recording. I'm finally getting better, as you can tell that I am actually talking to y'all. So hopefully, by the time this episode premieres, I should at least have one comic review up, and maybe some other videos. Uh, maybe some other videos. Who knows? I'll see if I have the time. Things are gonna get pretty busy for me in my personal life. Other than that, I'm still gonna go. I gotta speed up part 5 so that Jack doesn't give up on me and just be like, forget it, I'm moving on without him.
Yep. I'm getting
Um,
there. I'm getting there.
as far as gaming wise, I'm gonna little by little just pick bits of Destiny 2 whenever I have time. Oh, and I'm actually gonna be reading a classic novel actually. In the since October, I kind of get more into a horror mood. So I just watch more horror movies and whatnot. I decided to actually read, for the first time, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Mm.
So, want to be so I've already I think 2 chapters in. I want to say it's a very short. I think it's a short novel, more like a novella. So, and should not take me long if I schedule my day right to at least read a good amount of the book per day.
By the way, for some
Other
of
than
you,
that,
novella means soap opera.
or it could also mean light novel.
That too.
And that's pretty much all I got going for me on my end. With that, and with that all said and done, we once again thank you very much to listening to episode 15 of the HackJack Show. If you like this video, go ahead, give us a like down below. And as well, if you want to see more of of our podcast, we have about 14 episodes already under our belt. Go check them out within our channel, the HackJack Show. Subscribe to us so that you can see future videos that will be pumping up. And as well, don't forget to ring the bell to be notified when those videos are up. Once again, we thank you very much for listening to us, and this is Hack signing off.
See you guys.